Welcome to the Healthy Lifestyle Podcast, brought to you by Telehealth FX, your source for online GLP-1 weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy services. Visit telehealthfx.com to get medically guided access to weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide delivered right to your home. That's telehealthfx.com. Now, here's your hosts.
Here's something that trips almost everyone up. You tell yourself you'll work out later, later turns into never, and by the end of the week, you've done basically nothing. And the reason usually isn't laziness. It's that most of us are still carrying around a rule that isn't even true anymore.
The 30-minute rule, right? The idea that if you can't carve out a solid block of time, it doesn't count.
Exactly that. So many people believe a workout only matters if it's long and sweaty and continuous, and that belief quietly talks them out of moving at all.
Which is why today we're talking about something called movement snacks, tiny bursts of activity you scatter through your day. And before we go any further, a quick and honest note. This episode is a paid promotion for our sponsor, Telehealth FX, and everything we share here is educational, not medical advice. Always check with your doctor before you change how you move, how you eat, or any medication you take.
Well said. So let's start with the myth, because it's a big one. A lot of people still think short bouts of exercise are basically worthless, that you need at least 30 minutes in one go, or you might as well not bother.
And where did that idea even come from?
Old guidelines. For years, the official advice suggested activity had to come in chunks of at least 10 minutes to count toward your weekly total, so people naturally assumed anything shorter was a warm-up at best.
But that changed.
It really did. When the National Physical Activity Guidelines were updated, they dropped that 10-minute minimum entirely, and the new message is beautifully simple. All movement counts. 2 minutes here, 3 minutes there, it all adds into the same pot.
And the research has run with that idea. There's a whole body of work now on what scientists call exercise snacks. A big review this year pulled together 26 studies, and across the board, these little bursts improve things like blood sugar control, blood pressure, strength, and even energy and mood.
What I love is how ordinary the movements are. We're talking about standing up from a chair a bunch of times, a brisk lap around the office, marching in place, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator.
No gym, no equipment, no fancy outfit required.
None of it. And here's where this gets especially interesting, because this year there's been a lot of conversation about weight loss and muscle, particularly for people using the newer GLP-1 medications.
Right, and this is a really important piece. GLP-1 medications have helped a lot of people lose significant weight, but when anyone loses weight quickly, whether it's through diet, surgery, or medication, some of what comes...
Today's episode is brought to you by Telehealth FX, your source for online GLP-1 weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy services. Visit telehealthfx.com to get medically guided access to weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide delivered right to your home. That's telehealthfx.com. Now back to the show.
Off isn't just fat. Some of it is muscle.
And this part is worth knowing. Research suggests that a meaningful chunk of the weight lost, often somewhere in the range of a quarter to a third, can come from lean mass. That's muscle, not fat.
Which matters because muscle is what keeps you strong, keeps your metabolism humming, and keeps you steady on your feet as you get older. Losing it isn't really a win, even when the scale looks great.
So this is the myth-busting moment for anyone on that journey. The scale going down is not the whole story. Protecting your muscle while you lose weight is just as important as the number dropping.
And the good news is that movement is one of the best tools we have for exactly that. Major health organizations put out joint guidance this year for people using these medications, and a centerpiece of it was strength-style activity a few times a week, plus regular aerobic movement.
And you don't have to become a bodybuilder. Reviews looking at resistance-style training during this kind of weight loss found it can cut the amount of muscle you lose substantially without slowing down the fat loss at all.
That's the sweet spot. You keep the fat loss and you keep your muscle. And movement snacks are a genuinely realistic way to get there, especially if your appetite or your energy is lower than usual.
Let's make that practical. What does a movement snack actually look like in a normal, messy day?
Okay, picture a busy parent. While the coffee is brewing, you do 10 slow stand-ups from a kitchen chair. That's it. Sit, stand, 10 times.
Or the desk worker. Every time you hop on a call you don't have to be on camera for, you stand up and do a set of calf raises, or you march in place.
I love the ad break trick for the couch crowd.
Every time your show cuts to commercials, you get up and do a wall sit or a lap around the living room until it comes back on.
And for anyone restarting after a long break, the stairs are your friend. One extra trip up and down on purpose counts.
The magic here is that you're anchoring these little bursts to things you already do. The kettle, the ad break, the phone call. You're not finding new time. You're borrowing moments that already exist.
Now let's talk about the mistakes, because there are a few classic ones.
The first is going too hard too fast. People hear the word burst and picture an all-out sprint. If you're just starting, gentle and doable beats heroic and soar every time. You want to still be doing this next week.
The second mistake is treating it as all or nothing. If you miss a few, the day isn't ruined. Movement snacks are forgiving by design. You just grab the next one when it comes around.
And the third, especially for anyone on a weight loss journey, is forgetting the muscle side entirely. Cardio is wonderful, but if muscle protection is your goal, make sure some of your snacks have your muscles working against resistance. Standing up from a chair, pushing against a wall, carrying the groceries.
And pair that with solid protein habits. And if you're on any medication, keep your doctor in the loop about your plan, because they can help you tailor it to your body.
So let's bring it home. 3 takeaways. First, the 30-minute rule is outdated. Short bursts genuinely count, and they add up over a day.
Second, if you're losing weight, whether that's through lifestyle changes or a GLP-1 medication, protecting your muscle matters just as much as the number on the scale.
And third, movement snacks work because they're small, they're anchored to your existing routine, and they're forgiving. Something is always better than nothing.
And here is your one action step for the week. Pick a single everyday trigger. The kettle boiling, an ad break, a phone call. And every single time it happens, do 10 slow chair stands. Just that, all week long.
We would genuinely love to hear which trigger you pick. Drop it in the comments, tell us how it goes, and if you know someone who has felt too busy to exercise, share this episode with them. It might be exactly what they needed to hear.
And if you want to learn more about our sponsor and how medically guided weight loss can support your goals, head over to telehealthfx.com.
And remember, this was educational content, not medical advice, so talk with your doctor before making any big changes. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to visit our sponsor, Telehealth FX, your source for online GLP-1 weight loss and testosterone replacement therapy services. Go to telehealthfx.com to get medically guided access to weight loss peptides like semaglutide and tirzepatide delivered right to your home. That's TELEHEALTHFX.com. See you next time.